Michael, let me check for you. West Cath. Looks like it. Yep, West Cath is paid for. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for joining at 9. I realized that I mistakenly put 10:15 last week's break time for Bowman Draft when we were back-to-back with Bowman Chrome as the break time. So shot everybody a message. I hope as many people as possible got it. We're going to take an extra couple minutes, and we're going to give it till like 9:15 for everybody to try and catch those messages. We have a couple spots left over from the auctions that were not purchased. I'm going to give the guys who didn't pay an extra couple minutes, like I said, before I resell spots that haven't been paid for yet because of that mistake. I see we only have 8 people in the room. Usually we already have a bunch more by this time. So thinking a couple of people didn't see. There's not a Chrome break beforehand tonight. No, right, PJ. There is only a Bowman Draft break. I went through and shot everybody a message, but I figured not everybody got that message. So we'll start a couple minutes late. Bowman Draft is the first break of the night. What's going on, John? So hopefully, that gives as many people time to get themselves squared up as possible. Let me drop the divisions and the first players that are available in here in before we do all that, though. Not a ton of spots left over today. All right, so here's the available divisions for those of you guys who are new to our breaks. Like I say every week, the guys who weren't purchased in auctions, we split up by divisions. Who are not firsts, and there are no rookies in this set, so not rookies either. So these are the non-first players who were not purchased. There were 3 firsts, so I think all pitchers who weren't purchased that I'll list after this. So oh, geez. I see what happened. So of those spots, we have the AL West had 1 spot left over for 50 cents. The AL Central had 1 spot left over for 50 cents. The AL East, 4 spots for $2. NL West, 1 spot for 50 cents. NL Central, 4 spots for $2 and nothing for the NL East. And then the firsts that were left over there's actually 4 of them. Cody grabbing his AL East spot. Cody, you got it? Guys, just make sure you mention in your PayPal or Venmo payment what you purchased and who you purchased in the live auctions, because it took YouTube like 5 days to approve the chat this week, and that held up my shipping for a little bit. So I want to make sure that I don't have to hold things up, and messages in the PayPal payments will allow me to do that. What's going on, Jesse? Yeah, man. Love putting on the brakes. Let's see. Darren, what's going on, man? Well, PJ, we're doing it now, so she's lucky. Moses, we had those spots left unpaid for, and the firsts we'll do for $2 each. 8 for all that one. What did I say there? 4. So yeah, 8 for all of them works for me. Cody, you got it. So Cody makes it 10 even for you. And then besides that, we had a few spots left over. Moses, you just, well, I wouldn't even say just missed. You were a little bit behind Cody on that. Cody, you claimed him. Oh, still does not look like we have a ton of people in here. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before we get started. If anybody's interested in taking any other spots besides Cody, AL West has one guy, JC Correa. AL Central has Emmanuel Rodriguez. The NL West has one spot, Helio Ramos. And the NL Central has 4 spots, a bunch of Brewers. If anybody wants any of those spots, they're still available. I'm going to give everybody who hasn't paid yet a couple more minutes, since I messed up the time listing in the listings. And of course, I post everything 7 days in advance. So since John just pointed it out, well, the listings were ended. Means my listings for next week are messed up too. So I'm gonna have to go through and fix all 200 of those. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I can catch as many of those as before people bid on them as possible. Thanks, Cody. Got PayPal. Let's see, leftovers. Loriano. Well. All right, guys, I'm going to give these guys, I shot everybody a message already. I'm going to give these guys a couple more minutes to get paid. And if they're not paid by 9:12, there'll be a couple other spots that we can auction off that are bigger names. Meb taking the AL West and AL Central. You got it, man? And AL West plus NL Central for Meb. And that is $1. I mean, yeah, $1 total. No, $2.50 total. So $2.50 for Meb. None of those are Brennan Davis. Davis got taken. Good call, Cody. Let me drop in the AL East 4 players. And I saw somebody grabbed Emmanuel. You got that. The AL East 4 for Cody are Groshans, Hilardo, Basabe, and DeCastro. Bruce, you got it on the AL Central. The Venmo and PayPal information are right there for you. Let me know if you can see that, or if you need me to post that information in the chat. I can do that as well. And that's everything. So I'm gonna give those guys 3 more minutes to get themselves paid up, and after that, I'll auction off the spots that haven't been paid for yet. And I apologize to anybody who got mixed up by the times that I listed in the auctions. Also, if anybody wants to stick around for any basketball breaks after this, I know most of the guys are just baseball guys in here, but there are a ton of spots left for the Chronicles and Select mixer we're running, and there's even a couple spots left for the Optic Hobby Box and Cello Pack mixer after that. So if anybody wants to stick around for some basketball, let me know. I can post that information in here right now while we give these guys 2 more minutes to get paid up. Bruce got the payment. Thanks, man. No, it's 2020-21 Chronicles. So it's these guys behind. We have some hangers and some blasters. So it's the Pro Uniform Chronicles. That says 2019-20 Chronicles. So the LaMelo rookie class on the Chronicles and on the Optic. What have you guys been hitting so far on the on Bowman? I know I've teased this a couple times, but I've made some progress with the hit list of some of the big Bowman cards. I need to just figure out how to get it posted to our Facebook group. So if anybody wants to create this list and help create a new Bowman Breakers community as well on Facebook, I started creating a list of all of the big cards that have been hit out of Bowman Draft so far, and added in some of the bigger like Superfractor cards and like the Christian Hernandez, Carlos Colmenares spots from the last release. Tracking what cards have been hit already, what they sold for, who's selling them, where they're selling on. So, for example, if for those who haven't been following so far, let's see, both Lonnie White Jr. Superfractors, the auto and the regular, have been hit already. Colton Cowser's Super Auto has been hit. Henry Davis's Super Auto has been hit, and Marcelo Mayer's Super Auto has been hit. So we're going to keep tracking all that, and I definitely want to try and make it a crowdsourced list. So for those of you guys who are doing breaks all the time and catch things that I don't catch, feel free to add it to that list. The Facebook group name is the same name that we break under. So Hot Ice Breaks, Cody. Drew Gray's been hit too. PJ, I'll mark that down also. That's the Drew Gray Super Auto. Michael going to the Houston show next month. Oh, that's awesome, Marcelo and Lawler. I wonder how many people are going to show up with base cards to get those signed. Michael, what are you gonna plan on bringing some cards with you to try and get them to sign in person? Oh, the non-auto, PJ. All right, let me make that update. Do you know if it's sold yet? Some weird hits on printing plates. I haven't started writing down printing plates yet. I was thinking about adding them since they are one of ones. All right, guys, it's 9:15. Let me just check one more time to see what hasn't been paid for. I'll auction off those spots and then we'll get going. And again, sorry about the delay. We have Ruben Ibarra available. Reds first for $13.50. We have Donta Williams available for $5.50. Brady House went for $76. I don't know if that's reasonable, but Brady House for $76 and Alex Benelis for $49. Listed on eBay for $2,000. Damn. Houston show is gonna be big. I don't know if anybody in the room is in the New York area either, but we're gonna be hosting a table at the Big Apple Card Show January 26th. And for those of you guys who break, and let me know that you'll be there, or just local New Yorkers, are gonna start sending out some coupons too to have some discounts if you guys join us there and join any of our live breaks on the day of that show. 6 plates in a case last. 6 plates in a case. Jeez. Brandon taking the Donta spot. That spot is $5.50. You got that, Brandon. And Brandon, like I said, just in your message in the Venmo or PayPal, just mention who you purchased in the live and who you just claimed, since YouTube seems to be taking forever approving the chat. Let me just cancel Donta and eBay. All right, Donta is clear for you. Oof. Bobby Witt Jr. That's a good investment. All right, let's see. Let me just reload this one more time. If nobody wants any of those other spots, we will just get started. That is Ruben Ibarra. Let me just put it in the chat.